Hey y'all, welcome to the Capricorn full moon video. This is group 1. Let's get into it. So if you chose this group, there might be something that you're waiting for. For some of you guys, it's really going to resonate that you're waiting to leave a relationship, or that you're desiring to leave a relationship. You might be thinking about the logistics of leaving something. It could be leaving behind a job, leaving behind a partnership, leaving behind a relationship, and really running after what you want. This is the overall energy as a 3 of Wands. This is like the energy that speaks of waiting for something. You see how she's got her surfboard? She's prepared. And 3 is all about creation. And you have so much 3 energy on this spread. So you might be seeing 333. Go look on Google. Wow. On Google for what the energy of 3 means. But there's something that you've been logically preparing for. See, because you have the engineer. The engineer energy is all about the practical expression of a thing. It's the technical aspects, like you need your surfboard to surf. So she is prepared, but the waves are not there yet. So she has to wait until the right moment. There's something that you might have been waiting for the right moment to leave. It has something to do with being vibrationally prepared for some sort of action. And the universe wants you to know that you're protected in doing it, because you have the protection angel card, and it says you are safe and supported while you change your career. So for some of you guys, it could be you wanting to manifest a whole new career in something way more creative. Some of you could literally be engineers. Some of you guys could draw, write, paint, express yourself through song. You see how they have the wings? It says your soul longs to express itself creatively. This person has so much freedom. So some of you guys might be trying to transition from a career that's more technical and logical, or it could just make sense. Maybe it makes sense in your family. Maybe everyone says that you'd be really good at this. But the truth is that there's something inside of you. So if this is a relationship for you, this could be that it makes sense to be with this person on paper. They have a good job. They are tall, they're attractive, everybody likes them, but there's something that's not being able to be expressed in this connection. Especially with the Ace of Wands. Maybe a lot of you guys if you chose this group, you're extremely creative. You could be a fire sign, because we have a lot of fire sign energy here. We also have air sign, fire with heavy Aquarius energy here as well. And we have the wheel. Now the wheel is ruled by Saturn. That's the planet that rules the energy of this card. But this full moon in Capricorn is the energy of Saturn. It's the energy of restriction. You see all these wheels on this card? This girl has been through several cycles of the same thing. And look how the wheel looks a little different each time. So some of you, it could have been perfecting a skill. For some of you, it could have been relationships. But you see how it starts off really dark and the wheel's small, and then it gets bigger and bigger, and she gets better. This is alchemy. She's taking the negative energy and she's transmuting it into light, and she's no longer gambling. This is how I interpret this. She's no longer taking a chance. There's something that you guys have been consciously preparing for, because she's prepared. You may not feel emotionally like you're ready, because we have the 3 of Swords. Again, another 3 energy. The 3 of Swords is a heartbreak card. So that's why I say, for some of you, see how deep these roots are? For some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Gemini for some reason. Gemini came through, or Aquarius or Libra. But there's some sort of heartbreak energy that might have come from these cycles. There's something that you've been mastering. And now this full moon in Capricorn is all about mastery, things that you've been doing over and over. This group really gives me the impression that y'all have been working on your stuff, like on your shit. Like you guys have been protected as you've gone through things, and you finally surrendered to the divine. You still know, it's like you're using all of those negative experiences to channel expression. A lot of times, like, you'll see people who are like, oh, I write music because I've been through heartbreak. Like, for example, Adele came in my head. So some of you guys might really love Adele, or they channel their energy in their work. And this is what the fear card is. This is what you might be fearful to do, is to run after what excites you. Some of you guys might have received a message about something that you really, like a job opportunity or something that you really want to go after, an opportunity, but it might be a downsizing. It might be something that's a little bit different from what you're used to. Some of you guys might be afraid to physically move, make a big purchase. But what we have right here for what needs to be released is the athlete energy. So it says, it's like a lack of vulnerability. It's like you're trying to hold it all together. Again, logically, it might make sense. Maybe you're an air sign. Air sign's all about logic, logistics, planning. There's something that the universe is urging you to do because you've learned your lesson. So look, for this full moon, it's really concentrating on your creativity. What is the lesson that you've learned over and over? It could be anywhere from 3 to 10 years. Something that has been a long time coming. And even though you might feel like this right now with this 3 of Swords, this Ace of Wands is all about receiving an amazing idea to do something almost kind of radical. There's something that it's like you can't avoid this creative expression. I don't care what kind of career you're in or what kind of relationship you're in. So if you're in a relationship, it's like, the day-to-day just ain't enough. Like, it's just not enough. I'm not satisfied enough. Like, there's something. And then you have the 3 of Wands again. Now, these are the same cards, but from 2 different decks. So this is the 3 of Wands and this is the 3 of Wands. See, this energy that you're currently in, you're prepared, but you're not ready. And in this energy, you know how people say the domino effect? This is the domino effect. So if you've been waiting to run after something that you really want to pursue, even if it's pursuing, some of you just being single, doing your own thing, creating the life that you want. Some it's with business. Just take it how it resonates, okay? Now is the kickoff point. You're about to manifest with this full energy some beautiful disruption, okay? You're knocking it down. You're knocking down the dominoes and you're going into the next chapter of your life. You're leaping forward. All this negative, dark energy in the past represents this 3 of Swords. So some of you guys might be literally moving with this 10 of Wands. This is when a person's had enough. And it's interesting that it's a wand. So a lot of you guys watching may be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and leaving with little. See, the Fool talks about leaving with a little. The 10 of Wands, she's taking what she can, but she's over it. You might be uninspired at a certain job, or you might be uninspired in a relationship. And I feel like for some of you, you might be second guessing it. But subconsciously, you're prepared with the engineer. Like, you may not say to anyone else that you're ready to leave, but you're preparing. Like, maybe you're doing your bills, you're budgeting. Maybe you're distancing yourself in your relationship, whatever it is. It's safe to take this leap of faith, okay? So I just wanted to, this full energy talks about using your crown chakra. There's heavy crown chakra and third eye energy in this spread. So really, really, like, this is about that leap of faith that it takes to make that decision, but you're going to be in good hands. And I actually want to pull an outcome card, like, we got the Ace of Wands again, guys. Oh my gosh. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, and I just want to show you the repeating numbers. This is the Ace of Wands too, just in a different deck. The Ace of Wands speaks of an idea, an opportunity that you have to grab, that you have to reach for. There's an opportunity to use your creativity. There's some sort of manifestation. For some of you, it's a new passionate beginning in love. For some of you, it's a business idea. But that's the outcome. It's like, just reach for it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. So it might be a childhood dream. Some of you guys, if this is love, this is a lover from the past coming in. This is nostalgia. This talks about, man, like the cotton candy I used to eat when I was little, or my mom used to always wear that perfume, or it's like this beautiful creation. So some of you guys are going to use your negative experiences, and some of you guys are going to use that nostalgia from your childhood to create something really beautiful. But it's going to help you create a new life, it looks like. And I'm going to pull a few affirmations for you guys. Change is near. Wow. Yep. Y'all, no matter what it looks like right now, you're creating a change. So yeah, release this heartache. What are those 3 swords? What are those 3 things? Express them and acknowledge them to yourself. Then we have raise your frequency. I really believe that when you release whatever toxic energies around you, it's naturally going to lift your vibration. And a lot of you guys, it's with money. You have new opportunity. It could be a new opportunity with work, new opportunity in love. Either way, you guys are meant to express yourself. You're meant to be free. And I feel like this group is heavy Sagittarius energy. You know, it's funny that it is the full moon in Capricorn, but I'm really feeling that Capricorn represents public life. It represents kind of like career and status. There's some sort of freedom that needs to be expressed. Some of you it's work, some of you it's in love. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do something that you haven't done before, because the cycle is over. So group 1, this was your reading. This was so beautiful. Don't be afraid, guys, to knock over this domino, okay? Because all you have to do is make that first step and the rest will fall down for you. The universe is working with you. So guys, if this reading resonated with you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love hearing feedback from you guys. Thank you for all of the donations on my Venmo. That helps me and supports me to get new decks, crystals, and all things related to this channel. I really appreciate that. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my information will be down below. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. This is group 2. Welcome to the full moon in Capricorn / lunar eclipse video. Now, this is going to resonate for the energy that you're manifesting. This is representative of the energy around you. And this is how you use it to get to the outcome, okay? So please remember, only take what applies and let the rest fly. So the overall energy of this group is like, if you chose group 2, man, whoo, I got chills, okay? Group 2, you are in the process of either entering through a portal vibrationally with this moon, or you are already in the initiation of it. You see how this person is about to go through this to the moon. And this is kind of vibrationally representing the full moon in Capricorn. So it's like you're on this journey, right? And these wings are like that butterfly energy of transformation. You might be leaving some people behind. You might be physically moving. The muse in this deck represents the king of wands. So you could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or have this dominant in your chart, okay? You could also be a Pisces, heavy Leo energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we also have air signs here dominant. We have all the signs on deck, but heavily with fire signs and Pisces. So anyways, there's like some sort of initiation that you're going through, some sort of portal that you're going through. And Capricorn moon is all about career and status and fathering yourself and hard lessons and karma, things that are obstacles in our path that are put there to make us better, to be better. So I told group 1 that when I first recorded this, I accidentally recorded this whole series of pick a card with Sagittarius full moon. And Mercury's in retrograde, so that means communication's all messed up. So I had to record it all. But I still felt in my soul that this moon is going to kind of feel like, for the people in my collective that watch my videos, it's going to resonate more like movement like Sagittarius energy, very fiery. So I reshuffled it again, okay? And it still has a similar tone to it. So the king of wands energy is like someone who has their own business, someone who's highly creative, someone who's very transformative, someone who has to go on a journey to get, it's like you have to create what you want. It's not just going to come to you, but I feel like you've been doing that. You guys have the magician. Now this is alchemy for sure, but it's so beautiful. It's like whatever you do, you might own your own business, you might be very creative, but you do it in such a way that it makes it look easy. Now, you could be a Virgo or a Gemini, but this is like the energy of someone who creates what they want. It's like this portal, your ideas funnel through and you make it look easy. And it's so funny because now maybe you're doing something where you're in the spotlight, and if not, you do something that is just untraditional. I just get the idea of like You have ideas that are just very original, and it could be at work with projects, it could be in relationships. It's just you do things in an unconventional way. And so the energy that needs to be released for this is caring about what other people think about what you do. So this is the gossip card. Now, you see how the person, when they're, let me fix this. The person, it looks like there's energy that's being fed into this person, right? And it's affecting the world around them. So just watch your words. So some of you guys might be, or this could be past energy. There's too much emphasis on what other people think about what you're creating. It's like, this is you, regardless if you're male or female, right? And this is what you're creating in the world. It could be relationships. It could be how you raise your children. It could be, some of you guys are literal artists, but in other words, or it could be you talking about what other people are creating. So it goes both ways. Watch your words and really, really focus on your craft. Okay? Just focus on what you're doing, because you're about to go somewhere else. You're about to manifest a different life for yourself when it comes to your creative projects. And we're keeping it career heavy because Capricorn is primarily about the foundation of that. It can talk about building the home, but it's primarily the energy of career. So a lot of you guys, we have the slave energy that is what needs to be released. So again, maybe you guys grew up with certain people in your life saying what you could and could not do, and you subconsciously become a slave to what people think. So if you chose this group, there's like a duality between who you really are and who people think, like the limitations that were put on you. Maybe it was a job, maybe it was a spouse. Like for some of you guys, you're with the spouse that kind of speaks negative energy into you, or a masculine energy that since you were little, because Capricorn, oh, thank you. Capricorn's about the father, just like we did the new moon in Cancer. So if you have not watched my, I don't think I did one, but I made a post about the Cancer new moon. Actually, I did. I did make a video for the new moon in Cancer. Cancer is all about the mother. Cancer is about healing those wounds with your mother. But Capricorn is about the father. But he's like that traditional father who doesn't really hug you, or, you know, he just wants to make sure you get your shit done. So some of you guys have had a father in your life that sowed seeds without even you knowing it as you were little. That is the reason why you care what other people think. And so, you're about to be in this winning season, and because you got this Six of Wands, which is the Six of Inspiration. You're somehow in the spotlight. You could be in the spotlight with your family. You could be in the spotlight because of how you wear your hair, where you live, what you do. There's something about you that there's a lot of attention on you, or there's about to be. And it could be professionally. It could be just your everyday life. You just have to take it how it resonates. But there's a lot of fire energy here, okay? You're about to attract a new opportunity with this Ace of Materials, which is typically the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Ace represents 1. So that talks about after an end of a cycle. Because here you have the 10 of Wands. Group 1 got the 10 of Wands too, but in a different way. The 10 of Wands, you see how she's got all these quote unquote wands down here over and over. There's some sort of cycle that it's like you've been feeding something professionally. There's something you've been doing over and over and over and over again. And now you see how this magic's coming out of this pot, and that same magic is here. You're about to be recognized for something, an opportunity that you created for yourself, because you have been so focused. See how her eyes are closed, but she's got all this beauty around her in the same circle. It's like there's some sort of acknowledgement, some sort of spotlight. Some of you guys could be in front of the camera. Some of you guys, it's just something. You could be into beauty. There's something that you created this opportunity for yourself, and now is not the time to back down. It's like you've done too much work to care what anyone else thinks. This is winning season. So if you feel overwhelmed in this time, or you feel confused in any form, if you feel like you're a slave, those old subconscious beliefs about what your father said, your friend said, the advice is to get into that higher realm, third eye energy. You see this little portal? There's some sort of door you're about to walk through. Now, she's the hanged one. They call it the Hanged Muse in this deck. And because this is Pisces energy, this is literally taking a time out. So you could take a nap. You could do yoga. You could go for a walk. You could literally lay on your bed like this. Sometimes when you get into your body, you get out of your head. So some of you, it's music. There's a need. This is your advice. If you feel overwhelmed by there's some sort of attention on you. Some of you guys, being with your animals really helps. It says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are a part of your life's work. So some of you guys, it could be a career change where you're like, hey, I want to work with animals, or hey, I want to do something different. Some of you guys have a cat around you. Others of you, being out in nature really helps, but it's kind of like what I'm seeing with this is like an inner child. This might represent the energy from when you were younger, about like words that were spoken, and this is kind of the energy of like when you were younger too. So if you're gonna go on any energies from the past, go on the good ones. Also, what we have as the outcome is the Midas touch. So you guys are about to be put in a position to really help people. It's like everything I touch turns to gold. It says entrepreneur or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. And it's because you've created this. This is not handed to you. So don't let anyone think that this was handed to you if that's a fear of yours. And then also for the outcome, we have the Seven of Swords and we have the Queen of Emotions. So the Seven of Swords always talks about deception. It talks about kind of like an illusion of a circus, right? So if you look at it upright, it looks very positive. But if you look at it this way, it looks very negative. So there's a need to really be in alignment with your perspective of a thing. So if you're looking at things positively versus if you're looking at things through the lens of fear and doubt, are you going to let those voices, the Seven of Voices, get in your head? So right here with the Queen of Emotions, you see on the surface of life, it's just water, but underneath there's all this creation, and like there's a part of you that is coming to the surface that maybe other people haven't seen in your life, a new version of you that's been hidden for a long time. So it's because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've done your shadow work. And again, there's another door opening, a portal. There's a portal opening because you embrace both sides of yourself and you're not afraid to express it anymore. So just, you know, the more you express yourself, whether it's in a relationship or career, it's gonna be really beneficial for you guys. So we have get started. So some of you guys, there might be something that you're just sharing your authenticity. Get started on that. We have open your third eye. Again, yeah, we had a lot of third eye energy. You can do some meditations. We have love is here. So some people, your authenticity is attracting in love. And we have Pluto. And Pluto is all about rebirth. Exactly. You're going from this person who's like, oh, I'm just little old me, but this is really who you are. So embrace your authenticity. And again, this looks like a portal. Don't be afraid to show who you really are. Just keep going. And it's so funny. This looks like Dory. It's like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep going. Don't worry about anything else. Tunnel vision. Focus, focus, focus. All right? Because you're going to manifest it, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. If this video resonates with you, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, all of my information will be down below. If not, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, welcome to the full moon in Capricorn lunar eclipse video. This is group 3. So let's get into it. Now, I originally told every group that when I went to record this, I did the Sagittarius and full moon on accident. But it had the energy of making a decision or going in a different path. So even though Mercury's in retrograde, I decided to redo the video again. But now the energy of every group is kind of about like some decision or forward movement. Okay. But the energy of Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So it's about hard lessons. It's kind of like, some of you could be healing daddy issues. Some of you guys, it's like Cancer new moon video. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. Cancer new moon video was all about the dynamics with the 4th house and your mother. This is dealing with the aspects of the 10th house with like structures and belief systems and hard lessons. And some of you, it's very masculine energy that we're dealing with. But in this group, it's kind of tricky because I feel like a lot of you guys might be either have Libra in your chart, Libra, heavy Libra, Aquarius, Virgo. We also have fire signs, but those are the signs I'm seeing the most. You guys could be really stressed out right now. And a good crystal for you, I pulled a crystal card for this group. We got watermelon tourmaline. Now, this says stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So some of you guys just need to take a break out, take a pause, and before you make any decisions. But there's some sort of decision, because this is the overall energy. And it says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So some of you guys, because Capricorn does rule career, some of you guys might professionally be debating about making a decision. And I think with this decision, it's almost like you might be masking what you really want to do, hiding behind what you've always done, because you have this as what needs to be released. And the shadow aspect I'm going to read because it's the energy that you need to let go of. And it says inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. It's so funny that it used the word attachment, because underneath it, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles are always talking about money, talking about physical things. It could be relationships as well. Some of you guys might be feeling, if this is a relationship for you, that you're not able to fully express yourself to your spouse because they have an idea and they're fixated on that idea of you. Maybe they think you're really attractive. Maybe they think that you have more money than you do, or, you know, there's some sort of hidden element in your relationships. It could be, and then if it's at work, this looks like the city, you could be working in an environment that you don't want to, and you're not really expressing to the spouse or yourself what you really want. And so this is all about lack mindset. It's like, well, I have to stay here because of this, or I have to do this because of this. And it's like you have to put up this facade professionally or in a relationship to pretend that it's okay. But what I want to show you is that this is the outcome, okay? This is the desired outcome. And it says the positive attributes of this, because it's the outcome, is inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. See, this looks like the energy of someone who's only appreciated because they're pretty. This looks like someone who's respected for their mind, body, and spirit, and it's more of a sensual energy. This is more of a sexual energy is how it's coming off. There's some sort of option, like, it's funny how it came out. There's some sort of decision that has to be made. It could be career or in love, or just in yourself, to really decide who you want to be. This person looks abundant, and that person looks like lack mentality because of the Four of Pentacles. There's some sort of decision that you're going to have to make vibrationally, and for some sort of new beginning. Some of you guys, it's like letting go of the lack mentality that you can step out on faith, because that came right underneath the Four of Pentacles. So this is like, you might be fearful to move in a different direction because you might have less. So it's like, how can I be abundant if I have to walk away? But if anyone knows anything about the Fool's Journey, I made a post on my Instagram about the Fool's Journey. I'm making my own tarot deck, and the Fool's Journey, you start with nothing, you give it all up. So some of you guys might be like debating about in your career, like, do I give up this lifestyle? Do I give up this guy? I really want this, but I don't want to give up this lifestyle. But it's really not authentic to what you really want. And the advice is to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. And 8's all about karma. So when I look at karma, I look at like the old stuff, the old timeline. It's like you really want to wish, you really want to go towards what emotionally satisfies you. See how she's walking away with 1 cup? Instead of she wants to go after that Ace of Cups. That's how I'm vibrationally reading it. But the 8 she's walking away from so much. So some of you guys might be debating about walking away from whatever emotionally used to satisfy you in the old timeline, the old story of your life. You used to be satisfied. To walk towards the Knight of Pentacles, which is something that's a slow build. It might take you a long time in your head. But the Knight of Pentacles is like, it's the slow route. It's the route less traveled. It's like taking the scenic route on a hike where it's not paved. So some of you guys during quarantine have shut off your phone, shut off, you could be a Virgo, but it's like you've really been reflecting about like, what do I want? What's my wish fulfillment? Like, what do I really want? Like, I'm torn because I'm comfortable in this life, in this story, but I'm also wanting more for myself. So some of you guys, the advice is to just go within, because I feel like wherever you are right now, it's creating a lot of conflict in your life anyways. It could be at work, it could just be in your mind, a lot of indecision. Sorry guys, my neighbors are hella loud. It could be creating some sort of indecision. Like you have money, you have holidays, you have like so many energies going on. So it's like shut that down and really maybe like turn off the electronics, really get into how you want to be. Like sometimes I always tell people it's the road less traveled, but at least if you're going to stay comfortable, you're making a conscious decision. You know, make that conscious decision that you're going to stay where you're at. But I feel like for most of you, you're going to choose the road less traveled, especially with the Three of Wands. Now, group 1 got the Three of Wands too. But in this energy, I'm seeing it a little different. I'm seeing like there's a whole bunch of options around you, but you're grabbing onto the one. The one, some of you guys might be manifesting travel as well, but it's like you're making a decision because you're and you're going to be grounded in that decision because you've really weighed all your options, you've taken time out. And I'm really picking up that this one wand represents this Page of Wands energy. It's like that enthusiasm. Some of you guys might be starting from scratch on a passion project or in a relationship, but you want to be excited. You want to feel alive. You want to feel inspired. And it's like maybe some of you guys are feeling stuck and comfortable. So this is about stepping out and taking a leap of faith to really create the life you want. And a lot of you guys, once you do, you're going to have these Four of Wands. And it's going to be with someone else. They could be younger than you, but you're creating some sort of stability. Some of you guys could be manifesting a new home. Some of you guys could be manifesting marriage. But it's like, whoever, if you're trying to manifest marriage, this is the energy of the spouse, of who you have to become abundant, confident, and it's like because you took the road less traveled, it's going to bring you to that. And some of you guys, it could be someone at a distance. I'm really feeling like that. And some of you guys could be older than the spouse that you're talking about. And if this is in business, this is just like you're not wanting to waste any time anymore. It's like maybe you're comfortable because you didn't want to start all over. But for some of you guys, you're going to get to the point where you're going to make a decision. And that's the advice from source. That's just the advice, is to make that decision. Oh, and a lot of you guys, what I forgot to say is that you're healing family issues. And it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you guys, again, with the Capricorn, it's the fathering. Some of you guys need to forgive your father because that even looks like the dad right there. So some of you guys are going to free up this energy and you need to forgive your father. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So some of you guys, you could be closed off, not feel like you're really open to getting advice, but some of you guys need to ask advice from the people around you. We have music attracts love. So some of you guys with this full energy, see how they have headphones on? Music attracts love. So some of you guys are really trying to manifest love, and I see you doing that. So in this hermit mode, in this quarantine or whatever, since this is timeless, listen to music because it's going to really help you with your vibe. We have animal therapy. So some of you guys might have animals nearby. There's a need to like get outside. Even if you don't have a pet, look at a freaking squirrel outside, okay? Just get outside around animals. And we have sage. Yes, clear yourself. Get some sage, guys, on Amazon. It's so cheap. We have romance is near. Yeah, guys, like you might be feeling stuck because you feel like, you know, what am I doing? But literally, like, you're not showing your full self to the people that you're meeting. There's a need to clear up this energy and to really embrace who you are, and you become this person who's abundant and who's comfortable in their own skin and free as you forgive your parents, as you heal those family issues, and you make that decision to take the route less traveled, and only you know what that is for you. And we have dance. So some of you guys really love to dance. Some of you guys, music and dancing really helps lift your vibration, and you have romance. Like, it can't get any more clear than that. So when you take that route, you're taking it towards your divine partner. For sure. And, you know, remember, only take bits and pieces of what the reading is. So for some of you guys, it could be in career. And some of you guys, it could be renewed romance with your, you know, your spouse. And it's like, as you become more authentic, your spouse remembers why they fell in love with you. So remember, with readings, this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading. So if you'd like to get a personal reading, you can book with me. All of my information will be down below. If not, oh, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if not, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.